Yeah, we are here to celebrate actually Vaisakhi, which is the Indian traditional Punjab is the region, and Punjabi traditional New Year we start. It's a harvesting season. We are celebrating harvesting season as well. But on the 13th of April, 1699, the Sikh religion was officially formed. So that is also to commemorate that. So that's why it's for information for a lot of people here. They wouldn't know, but today, like, this is one of our chance to educate rest of the people and integrate with the Irish community.
It's essentially a principle of living a life in harmony with others. Essentially, you are not supposed to oppress others, rather you are supposed to protect, right, and be part of the society, right. It was a revolution back then, right. We were talking about gender equality, we were talking about giving equal rights to everyone, right. So it was way ahead of its time, and we are celebrating the same thing today.
So some people think that we're an amalgamation of both Hinduism and Islam, but we're a completely separate faith. And I think the greatest misconception is that. And anything, if I was going to explain about the Sikh faith to like the typical Irishman, I would say that we're a faith that preaches truth, it preaches love, equality, and selfless service, pretty much, and constantly reminding people to meditate on God's name and whatever name that you have for God and the one that resonates with you the most, chant that as much as you can. And because that message that we go out and preach is not to try and convert people, but more to make people more spiritual and to make people to, realize that this human body that you have is quite special.
After understanding the ideology of Sikhism, obviously I'll be biased as a Sikh, but after understanding the ideology of Sikhism, it made a lot of sense to my core values. So alongside what I already had ingrained with me, the values of Sikhism align with that. So your three pillars of Sikhism, so earn an honest living, meditate on the Lord, and Van Kichakana, which is effectively to share what you have with those who, you can call them less fortunate, you can call them needy, but effectively the same concept as the tithe, to make sure you give what you have across. That's the reason that I'm here today, and that's my core kind of belief in Sikhism, and that's why I love Sikhism.
As I said, right, we are not oppressors. We are here to protect us and the others who are not able to protect themselves, right. So there was a time when we were needed to learn how to defend ourselves. This is a traditional Sikh martial art that you have seen the beautiful display today.
Well, Sikh is a big responsibility, I would say. Like, if the Sikh person comes with a lot of responsibilities. So in India, if you ask anyone, suppose it's a dark and the girl walking alone, and if she see a Sikh, she feel protected. She feel like because of our gurus, they gave us like it's like selfless. Sikhs are the selfless. They think about others before they think about themselves. So if you see a proper Sikh, they carry a dagger. The dagger is come out only to protect others.
I suppose the biggest misconception most people have around the temple is that you need to be of the religion. There's no such thing in Sikhism. In Sikhism, we believe that any and everybody is welcome. You can come here any day of the week. You'll find free food. There's a free kitchen. And I suppose off the back of that as well, every Tuesday we bring a truck down to the GPO from which we give free food as well.
So what Langar is it started at the times of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, when there was a lot of segregation in society. There was a lot of casteism, racism, sexism, all these type of things existed, where the rich classism, where the rich couldn't sit by the poor. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, no, one thing that unites everyone is food. So he made a food system that everyone who comes to the Gurdwara, the can have food, sit on the same level, serve the same food in the same way, just to build camaraderie amongst everyone. You know how eating together, breaking bread together is such a sacred thing. And that's what it's about, everyone eating together. If a king comes, if a homeless person comes, they sit next to each other. There's no preferential treatment. Everyone gets that same treatment with love. And that's what we're here today, trying to spread a bit of love in the community and celebrate one of our most special days with everyone else that's out there.
Sikhs are identified, the men are identified with their turban, with their beard, and we carry the initiated ones would carry the 5 Ks, which are the Kesh, the hair, unshorn hair, Kanga, the small wooden comb in our hair, Kirpan is the small sword which we carry, plus a kara, which is an iron bracelet, and special shorts which we wear.
Sikhism is not only on the like a dress up or everything. Sikhism is honesty. First, we can say honesty, hard work, and third thing is we have to give to others first. So that is 3 rules of the Sikhism.
And it's a bit like the Matrix. So our purpose is to break out of the Matrix, pretty much. And like just like in like Neo, he thinks that this can't just be what life is about, right? That life is just about going to work, earning money, and that's it, right? And then he meets Morpheus, who then exposes him to the truth. So a bit like the Guru. The Guru is like our Morpheus, who's trying to constantly remind us to break out of this illusion that you're stuck in. Because we believe that God is not only the creator, but he resides within everything. Treat everything and everybody like God. How are you ever going to be mean to anybody? How are you ever going to talk bad about somebody, slander somebody, gossip about somebody when all you're doing is just gossiping about another form of God